ready.
She just wants to count the guavo. Run it up just like El Chapo. Drinking champagne from the bottle. Slamming in the Silverado. Doros with a supermodel. Burning down that good gelato. Live today like no tomorrow. She just wants to count the guavo. I do this on a day-to-day. Guapo each and every way. Dumbing up a dingy face. She just wants to shift the race. Super bad as satin lace. I eat up all her cake. Serving up her dinner plate, put icing on her face. Ooh, ooh. Who guess she would've knew? I blessed her with a clue when I'm flexing in the coupe. I exit with the troops on excursions through the loop. No time for stressing to the loop. She just wants to count the guapo. Run it up just like El Chapo. Drinking champagne from the bottle. Slamming in the Silverado. Doros with a supermodel. Burning down that good gelato. Live today like no tomorrow. She just wants to count the guapo.
Thank you, Enlightened J. Welcome, everybody, to East Elvins 310 Podcast. Got your boy, Travioli, coming at you over a long, long, long time. I know we went a week or almost 2 weeks without due to fucking weather again. This is the Show Me State. Today we show you we're back.
Yeah.
Here it is, February 23rd. Dude, I saw on the news the other day, Show Me Green, saw on the news that we had the most snow out of any. They had a list of cities and states, even beating Wyoming. We got like 10, 12 inches down here, and you guys even got more down there where you're at.
Yeah, we had a lot of snow. That's more than I've ever seen happen. So I guess that makes sense why you said that.
You ever, with all that rain or snow, have you ever collected rain?
You know, I haven't done that's actually one thing I wanted to do this summer for my outdoor garden. To take and set up a rain barrel collection system coming right down out my gutter. That way I can just water my plants with that instead of city water. Right.
Save a little money,
so,
cost, but also
it's cheap and easy too, man. You just have your gutter pour right into it, and I have a flat roof on the back, but pitch on it, so it's almost a flat roof. It'll work perfect for it. So,
oh yeah.
And all the rain won't be coming off of shingles and stuff like that. So
slight filtered process, kind of. Yeah, I was wondering on how that would work on garden grows and stuff like that. Sound a little crackly there? Oh, sounds like we're losing you, Show Me. It's crackling. I don't know if it's on my end or your end. You're not?
Hold on a second. Yeah, I got a little bit. Hold on here.
So yeah, collecting rainwater, like you said, would save you a lot of money. It'd be useful. I've seen a lot of different types and styles. I do recommend, if you do collect it, to have some kind of filter, or not filter, but a screen before it's loaded, because you don't want all them parasites getting in there and growing and using that to put in your garden.
Okay. Does that sound better? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. All right, there we go. Now it's not as crackly.
But yeah, I can see, like I said, putting a screen on there just to keep some of the leaves and all the debris out would be really good.
Yeah, you definitely want to. You can like a filter thing that you can actually connect to your downspout, and then it has like a little cleaner thing on, has like a port pretty much where you can take and pull out the filter and the sediment and stuff that fell in it, and then you just keep clearing out your filter.
Well said.
Yeah, so it makes it pretty easy.
Yeah, that outdoor grow, it's right around the corner. I know it's too early right now, but I seen that forecast that we have warm weather coming. So it's going to be in the 50s. So that's going to be really nice.
I hope they'll melt what all became ice now, but hopefully it'll melt it off.
ground and soil will be rich, be moist. But yeah, yeah, I'm looking forward to the warmer weather. Kayaking, we talked before. One of our listeners, he's my neighbor too. He heard us talking about fishing. He brought me down a box of custom lures that he made.
That's cool.
So yeah, I think that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it is. That's really. It'll be nice there on the lakes over at Turtle Lake.
Yeah, Turtle Lake. We like going out there too. Man, the only problem going with the guy, and I know he's probably going to listen to this. It's the best time ever. Is whenever he has me pull the damn boat out of the water.
Yeah.
I am so nervous. Luckily, where we go, this one place, it's super easy out in Council Bluff. It's a beautiful place. But there's like Turtle Lake. Some of them are scary. Fredericktown City Lake's impossible. Like I wouldn't be able to do it. But yeah, it's gonna be exciting. I still hear a little crackle in there.
Sounds pretty decent on this end.
Okay, as long as it sounds good on your end, we'll edit that.
Yeah.
So, you're gonna do an outdoor grill, you said?
I'm probably not flower. I guess I have an outdoor garden, so I do like tomatoes, peppers, cucumbers, lettuce.
Middle of Farmington, big oak bush tree out there.
Yeah, I live in the middle of town, you know, and I got neighbors like all over the place. So we'll definitely have to get one rocking over at your place. So
yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Getting the greenhouse, getting it going. I'm getting ready to fire up probably this week. Get them strawberry bananas that you got me. I'm gonna do the whole run of them. Get it going.
Yeah, how many is in there? Like 3?
I think there's 3. Sometimes there's 4. In case one don't pop, they usually throw an extra one.
Yeah.
Well, I've seen with that brand anyways, or maybe a stoner packed them. Who knows?
I don't know. Whenever I take and I start releasing seeds, I'm always going to put at least one extra in there just because of that.
Right. You pick out the healthiest ones. Yeah. For sure. I seen the video of your lime heads on your social the other day. That motherfucker's looking fire.
Yeah, they came out really nice, man. They're about a week into drying now, almost.
A week into drying.
Yeah, probably about another 9 to 12 days, and then I'll start trimming them up. Right now, they're sitting at perfect 59 and 59.
Ooh,
so it's nice and
amazing.
Cold. Yeah, it's perfect in there. So I'm just gonna let them keep riding out because they'll cure that way. You know, if you have the perfect temperature and humidity, it'll go right from drying into curing, essentially, if you can maintain that environment, you know. So you can it's like a humidor for cigars, you know. Once you put them in there, everything's set, you just leave them in there. You can do the same thing with your dry space if you do it.
Hell yeah. Yeah, we, to turn the corners a little bit, you know how you're on that Kubachi? Oh, what's that?
Kombucha.
What's that drink? Kombucha, yeah. Remember all the kids are rapping about it and drinking?
Yeah.
I actually bought me something from Walmart the other day because it was a shot form and it was a probiotic thing. It was a Saja. It's a ginger pineapple shot.
Oh, nice.
And I thought, it's a shot. I can do that. I don't care what it tastes like. It was rough, bro. It was one of the roughest things I've ever in my life had and did. But I fucking was sitting around. Got the urge. I got up off the couch at 11. So then I was like, hell yeah. I got out here and I'm like, I have energy out of this fucking world, man. And I'm not sure why. I pulled this up because it is at Walmart. Like I said, it's in the refrigerated aisle. But I wanted to tell you, man, that this has cayenne pepper in it, which I definitely knew when I took the shot. It had a bunch of other organic juices and stuff. Ginger was definitely something I tasted. Pineapple, 3,400 milligrams of ginger. I've never had so much energy in my life. So this might be something for like when I start going to the gym, because tomorrow's Monday. That's the day. I don't know if I told you, but tomorrow's the day. Yeah, so I'm going to start going to Essential Fitness after I get off work. 30, 40 minutes.
Just all that initial tearing your muscles and getting over it and everything, it takes a little bit.
Being sore. Definitely treat it like a gummy. Start low, build slow.
Yes. Yeah. I definitely recommend that.
Something that we did before a lot of people, or actually last time we had a show, we talked about what we were getting ready to go do. So we went to CannaFest.
Yep, sure did.
What
Went
a
to
trip!
CannaFest. It was fun, man. We got some good rosin while we were there. Lots of
Honestly, some of the
there's
best
a lot of good
rosin
stuff
I've
there.
ever seen in the industry.
Yeah. Here's a little bit of it actually right here. This is some GMO rosin that we got
Holy
over
shit,
there.
dude! I can smell it from here. Super fire. I had to pick me up a gram too. I'm babying it. I actually got 2 little rice grains in this blunt.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm kind of babying it also. I love GMO, so I don't want it to burn out too fast.
And that's what was so great, man. There was so many options of everything.
Yeah.
Put together a little song I'm gonna play before I pull up the slideshow. But I'll play it and I'll get that slideshow pull up and we'll tell me what you think of this.
All right.
Hope you all enjoy.
Oh, man.
Pack your bags, we're off to the Ozarks. Got a date with the stars in the dark. Chilling with my crew, feeling alive. With a bag full of green, we're ready to dive. Traveling and ShowMe Green in the mix. Lighting up the night with our funky tricks. We're rolling up Rosin Kings, no stressing. Just good vibes from me, always a blessing. CannaFest is calling, hear the beat. Dancing by the lake, feel the heat. We got all the bud, taste so sweet. Life's a melody, ain't that neat? Get the time, grab some munchies and more. Shopping for the day, knocking on doors. Every corner's paradise with gold. Feeling irony, never gets old. Under the moon, the rhythm is tight. Bombs, the laughter deep in the night. Music in the air, good times in sight. Living this dream, feeling so right. CannaFest is calling, hear the beat. Dancing by the light, feel the heat.
Dancing by the heat.
We got all the bud, taste so sweet. Life's a melody, ain't that neat?
There we go. Little
I
intro
like
to
it, dude, but
Mocam.
I gotta say, it kind of reminds me of Bloodsport.
Bloodsport. You notice we
You know
always
what
go
I'm talking
back to
about when he's running through
Bloodsport.
the streets trying to get away from those cops?
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of that. It's like, yeah, I can get with this.
When I start going to the gym, dude, I'm gonna have this playlist of just podcast songs just to keep me motivated. So yeah, it was in February. It was on February 8th. It was great down at Lake of the Ozarks. It was a great time. We were 4 deep. We were supposed to be 6. Poor J Dog didn't get to go. Another friend of mine, real good friend of mine, listener, he couldn't go just because things do come up, and that happens. But we had a fucking blast.
Yeah,
I had
we
one of the
did.
best times ever. 4 deep is me, ShowMe Green, Mr. CJ Jackson. And then we also had Bud Tender Jake, which is a big Twitcher. He plays. You catch him playing Fortnite on Twitch. He's also helping us do some social media stuff here soon. Very knowledgeable guy. Very interested in helping. Big shout out to Jake. This
Yeah,
trip brought us
good
together
dude.
even more. We all love cannabis very equally the same. And then we times what 2,000 or maybe 1,000. There were so many people there, man.
Yeah. It was a little crowded.
It
Trying
was
to take and
crowded.
get through all the vendors and everything like that. It was pretty much elbow to elbow.
And you know, we talked about having to walk all the way down because the bar and the music was pretty good distance away.
Mm-hmm.
But it has to be, man, when you have that many people, you know, when the culture comes together and everybody's bringing what they've worked hard on, what they've grown. Even if it ain't what they've grown, it's what they stand behind or what they do. Everybody, it's cannabis. There was rosin. Dude, I got some flower down there that was white. That was, I believe they called it snowcap. So it had isolate, strawberry guava isolate on top of it.
Yeah.
I still have a bud of it left. It was so incredible. You know how we do. We keep that one little bitty bud, just enough to piss you off that it ain't enough to smoke.
Yeah.
Then you end up mixing it with something
It serves
else.
as a good reminder. So
Hell yeah.
I'm getting ready to take a dab off of this. So I just got done whipping up this jar of rosin that I made a week ago. Let's see if I can get a decent. Here, look at that.
Oh my God. It looks like marshmallow.
Mm.
So that's gonna be super terpy, high in terps.
Oh yeah, yeah. The oil is all starting to take and pull out right now. You see how it's getting shiny?
Yeah,
I
I do
just
see
whipped
that.
it. It was flat before I whipped it, and now all the oil is starting to take and seep out.
Can you explain what you mean by whipping it? I mean with your tool.
Yeah, what you do is whenever you're cold curing rosin, right after you press it, you take and you put it in a sealed jar. And depending on like a cold cure, it's that the name is kind of confusing. It's not like you're putting it in the fridge or anything. You're keeping it in 60, 70 degree temperatures. You just keep it sealed, and the rosin keeps going through a process from the bubbles and everything that happened through the press and everything.
Okay.
And what they're doing is that it's actually separating, and your oil is going to separate and go up to the top, and then it's all going to take and mix back in and soak in, and it'll have like a flat complexion, you know, like instead of like a super shiny, it's going to look like a flat paint, you know. And then you grab your dab tool.
Oh, okay.
Right?
That's a nice one.
you're just grabbing your jar, and then you're just stirring your rosin.
Mixing
and
up
whipping
the
it all
juices.
together and rehomogenizing it. You're blending it all back in together. And then you kind of get that.
Look at that. Look at that. I can't even imagine. Can't wait until we do an in-person show.
Oh, don't worry. There's just some of this coming your way. I'll take care of you.
Mad respect, show me. Now, is that going to be a Puffco, or is that going to be a your hash pipe?
Dude, this is really like clean. So you want to use it on glass, you want to use it on Puffco, you use it whatever kind of vaporizer you want.
Well, really?
Yeah, because this went through a full wash. So
how about seahorses?
It's as clean as I can get it. It doesn't leave hardly any residue at all left in your banger after you hit it.
Oh wow, that's very clean.
Yeah.
So do you like seahorses by chance?
Honestly, I haven't even really used one. You were telling me about it that your friend gave you one for the show, right?
Well, he's supposed to. He ain't made it by because of the weather. But yeah, it's a seahorse. It's a big Zort. It has a quartz tip on the end. Here's my philosophy on seahorses. They're great. But to me, the concentrate and stuff gets absorbed up so much in the tip that you're just constantly burning old shit too.
Yeah. That you gotta keep. I imagine you gotta keep them really clean, because I mean, it's kind of the same thing as what are those straws that people used to take and just roast the tips of them and get them bright orange, and then put it down onto the. I can't remember what it's called.
Nectar collector.
Nectar collector. That's it. Yeah.
Yep.
When I first started smoking dabs, I was doing that, and then there's better ways in my opinion.
Right. There's hot hits and cold hits.
Yeah. Yeah.
So on this trip, that was me and ShowMe Green. That last picture, we were on our way down. CJ drove. Huge shout out to CJ for taking his vehicle and driving us. It was awesome.
Yep.
Our first night, we laughed because we're not the youngest cats in the bag anymore, but we're not the oldest. So we were ready to go out. We wanted to eat. Where did we go?
Look in the mirror.
So that was actually one of the best meals down there, and we had an expensive meal too later on in the trip. But I had such a good time here, man. Maybe it was the edibles. I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes edibles really make you enjoy the food. So people that just lose their appetite and all that, like maybe try a low dose gummy, like to get to experience. It's just so great.
Yeah. Dude, I normally wait after I eat a gummy. I'll wait like half hour, 45 minutes. I'm ready.
Yep. So it definitely will help you put on weight if needed. Other than that, like I don't need it, but I definitely enjoyed it. But yeah, it was great. It was a good meal. As soon as we got checked in, we got to go to the table inside the consumption tent because we're responsible stoners and knew there was a consumption tent, and we wanted to be the first ones there. We were. Secede. So yeah, we're just sitting there getting to know each other, man.
There.
Like, we met some good people in this place. They did some big events. We're throwing out. There was somebody that had to flick a lighter and want a pound of weed.
Yep.
I mean, it was so packed in there we couldn't get in there. But it went to an older lady. I was super stoked about that. But yeah,
A pound of weed just getting launched across.
weed, vape, eighths. There was everything. Brownies. Ran into some other locals that are up here where we're from, which was awesome.
Yeah.
Mr. TC. Big bud tender here that works at one of the local dispensaries here also. Mr. Joe. Joe's an awesome dude. Always smiling. Always bringing good vibes.
Oh, there we are again.
Yep. And if you notice, we're cold. It's wet. But we don't give a shit.
We weren't feeling it that much at that point.
What face right there in these photos is saying, I don't enjoy this because it's way too cold and it's raining. I don't see it anywhere, bro.
No, we didn't. We weren't care. It didn't matter, you know.
And I love the age group of people that was there, man. I mean, there was people that were 21, all the way up to, I seen people that had to be touching 80, 90 years old.
Yeah.
And still walking and smoking. And me and you, we said it. I think we were high enough there in a moment. We were like, dude, imagine what these people have went through. Like, all these events they've smoked at.
Oh, man. Well, imagine how paranoid they were at all those events. Also.
100%. Like, or sneaking off and smoking weed in a porta potty or something, you know? Like,
Yep.
What a terrible place to do that.
I mean, I guess they could kind of get away with it at concerts and stuff, you know, because there was just so many of them, they couldn't all be arrested. But you still have that fear in the back of your mind.
Do you think there was any Woodstock people there?
I know there's definitely people old enough to have been at Woodstock and be there, but I don't know if they actually were.
I was wondering about this dude. He's a part of the swag. Big name, big dude in the cannabis industry, well known all across the state. If it's a real big event, you'll find these guys. They're the swag.
Yep.
Had very, very good conversations with this guy a couple times, and I think it was so cool because everybody was just high, and we looked at each other, and we had two totally different vibes going on. and as much as I was curious and wanted to ask him about cannabis, I'm sure he probably wanted to hear our side. So he asked about the podcast, told us to keep pushing, keep going. He said, spread good words because cannabis is a beautiful thing. And I'm like, you are so right, man. So that's what we do. So huge shout out to the swag. But yeah, that was the event.
Yeah.
It was awesome time.
Yeah.
I can't wait to do it in summertime. Like, could you imagine being down on the lake with all them boats? Like them boats.
Sounds busy. I hear it gets pretty wild down there at the Ozarks during summertime.
I know. And as much as I hate to say I don't want to be around that, I do.
Yeah.
I want to go down there. I want to have a good bag of weed. And I want somebody with a fancy fucking boat to be like, hey, you want to go for a lap? And I'm like, yeah.
Dude, like one of those multi-million-dollar yachts that we were driving by.
Dude, I couldn't imagine that. Like, it had kitchen and house, 2 decks. What the fuck you doing with that? Who's pulling that boat out of the water?
Somebody that gets paid a lot of money to do it, I bet.
Yeah, they probably got cranes for that shit. You can tell I'm not a boat person.
No. I've always been more of a land person. But
Well, something happened to him.
oh, there we go.
Now.
All acting up. So what else has been going on with you?
Not much, man. Chilling, smoking, doing dabs, playing video game. I'll share this story with you because I'm sure you'll get a little kick out of it. Work gave me a $25 gift card. I thought it was nice.
Yeah.
I needed some earbuds because these muffs kind of messed my ears up with my psoriasis. So I got on Amazon and I found some. And I'm like, oh, wow, $50. That's cool. I can get them for $25. Put it in the cart, add the gift card, purchase it, get the earbuds. 2 days later, Amazon Prime. Shout out. Love that shit. I I look and I realized the gift card I had it didn't take money off the gift card, and it just charged the card 50. And I was like, damn it. But I looked and it didn't take it off my debit card. So I'm like, what card was that? I wonder. Well, my wife called me the other day when we got paid because she's doing bills. She's like, hey, I think I got scammed. I said, what, babe? She goes, I ain't bought nothing in a real long time, and I got charged $52.44 on my credit card. And I'm like, that's crazy, babe. She's like, I'm going to call and dispute it. And this is all via text. This ain't open conversation. I said, I don't think I don't know. I didn't use your card, babe. I don't know where it's at. Well, I opened my phone. Her credit card's on my fucking Amazon wallet. So she had to use my phone probably for a purchase or something to buy my mom or my aunt a gift, because we'll do that.
Yeah.
Randomly. And so then I had $25 on my gift card. So I've got me a new wallet coming. So it worked out good for me this time. My wife's like, my credit card's not your fucking unlimited gift card, is what she said. She said, I thought I was paying this motherfucker off. And apparently this might not have been the first time it's happened, because she's like, it should have been paid off. And every time I look at it, it's got some little bullshit charge on it. And I'm like, I took it off, babe. So, yeah.
Yeah, dude, I can't say that I haven't been there either before, though. It's way too easy to they can get the payment option changed around on there.
Well, your debit cards get pinged, or they quit working, or they broke, or lost, or whatnot. And then you touch a magnet. A lot of people don't know it. Magnets are really bad for those touch sensor things. So they can mess up chips and stuff. I've messed up mini cards. So you get on a site, you don't buy stuff a lot of time, and you got your old cards on there.
Yeah.
I opened it, man. I had like 8 fucking cards in there. I'm like, I don't have that many cards. I have like 2 or 3. Well, 4 if you count my wife's gift card. No. But yeah, no, other than that, I had another gift come by, this right here. Shout out to one of our listeners. Got an Elvis thermometer for the studio. Walked in, it was 42 degrees, man. And it's weird because outside it's like 50. So I don't know why it's so fucking cold in here. But I got the heater on, we're good. It's warming up. I think it was cutting out on you again, man. I don't know why it's doing it. We both do this, like ours. Anyways. But yeah, other than that, man, not much going on. Start the gym tomorrow. Mom's getting moved out here soon. I'm looking so forward to it. Nick will be here in a week.
Oh, cool.
So we're gonna have an hour or 2 episode with that dude. So
Nice.
if you want to be in on that, it'd be a good time.
Yeah, that's cool. I haven't seen him in a while. When was last? He hasn't been out here for a couple months.
Yeah, it's been a while, but
It was summer, wasn't it?
yeah, which is kind of soon, really, because usually we go years before we see him.
Yeah.
Ethan messaged me too. I'm gonna probably be doing a call with him, do an interview, because he's been wanting to be on. He's out in Pennsylvania working his ass off. I don't know how much snow they got out there.
I don't know, but north is the north.
Right.
So you know it's cold.
So what do you got? You got anything going before we get off here? Anything popping or?
Oh, I was just gonna say, man, it's crazy because we went to Tennessee yesterday, and they didn't get the snow like we got. They got rain,
Oh,
and
really?
almost just the rain like around the Mississippi for miles and miles was like it was all the way up to the highway.
Oh my God.
So all that farmland, like all their farm equipment and everything, it had water coming up over it. Like it was nuts how much rain Tennessee got.
That's horrible. Very horrible. How was the tournament?
It's good. It was really good.
Bunch of
My son
people,
did
big
good.
turnout.
Huh?
Big turnout, bunch of people.
Yeah, there's quite a bit. I mean, there was like 14 different karate academies there.
That would be probably really interesting to watch. Can anybody watch them?
Yeah.
I never even thought about going to that, but I would love to actually go watch people do that they work hard and try to master.
Yeah, no, it's pretty cool. It's an experience. You know, it'd be a lot better if some weed was involved, but you probably don't want to be doing that. There's a lot of kids. So,
yeah, you have to do edibles.
yeah, keep it on the down low a little bit. Oh.
I thought about taking karate and stuff, but I'm like, Travis, I don't need to do that. I watched all the blood sports. I watched Twin Dragons and all the Ninja Turtle movies.
Yeah, I
Like,
was gonna say, if you got the Ninja Turtles down, you're practically a black belt.
you basically are. So that's why, yeah, I've watched them. I grew up on that shit, man.
Yeah.
So so either really put the work in or start your DVD player up and find some. I don't know if you can even stream them things anymore.
You're taking gotta get all the Rocky movies.
Rocky, yep, Rocky's a good one.
Yep. Yeah, get all those. Shove 'em. Anything with Jean-Claude Van Damme, of course.
Oh yeah, yeah. But I'm glad you had a good time. I'm glad I think it's cool your kids are into that. My cousin was into it, and I respected it because I know it takes a certain kind of mindset person to do it, in control, from what I hear.
Yeah, especially as you get different colors with belts and stuff. It starts getting pretty complicated. It's cool though.
Hell yeah. Well, that being said, Joe, coming up on this day, I'm gonna get out here and enjoy this sunlight. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna do something.
A new season in 1923, season 2 came out, so I'm gonna go binge watch that for a little bit.
1923.
Yeah.
All right, I'll have to take
You
a
ever
look
watch
at that.
Yellowstone?
Yeah, a little bit.
So you know they did like 1883.
Yeah.
Like, where
I lost you on that one, Joe.
I guess you would say it's kind of
There
like
it is.
it's 40, 50 years after they first got there.
Hell
So
yeah.
it looks pretty good.
I'll take a
The
look
first
at it.
season was really good.
All right. Well, whatever you do, enjoy what you do. Thanks for following. Thanks for tuning in. Next time we'll have a live sesh
Mm-hmm.
and be smoking some of the best. Stay flossing. Peace, y'all.
Have a good one.